This is quite clearly the most draconian anti-free speech law ever passed in any Western country. In Scotland, anything deemed by authorities to be threatening and abusive will be treated as hate speech, and police are actually being ordered to target comedians and actors who make such comments, even in the context of a performance of a play. This is a screenshot from the very training program being given to police officers. Under the SNP's hate crime bill, actors can be charged with delivering lines written by long-dead playwrights. If audiences deem the lines problematic, actors can literally go to prison for their work. In Scotland, if you so much as retweet a video clip deemed offensive to transgenders, such as this Ricky Gervais joke.
Women. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs.
You could get collared too. Some even assert that the law could apply outside of Scotland. So even if you're from a different country, if a Scottish person gets offended by your retweet, you could get a knock at the door. International extradition warrant for posting that naughty George Floyd meme on X. Don't put it past them. Showing a friend an offensive magazine article is enough to put you under scrutiny. An added layer of delicious irony, given that this will also criminalise criticism of mass migration and jokes that touch on race, is that it's all happening under new Scottish First Minister Humza Yousaf, the man who clearly hates white people. Who's got the clip?
Senior positions in Scotland are filled almost exclusively by those who are white. Take my portfolio alone. The Lord President, white. The Lord Justice Clerk, white. Every High Court judge, white. The Lord Advocate, white. The Solicitor General, white. The Chief Constable, white. Every Deputy Chief Constable, white. Every Assistant Chief Constable, white. The Head of the Law Society, white. The Head of the Faculty of Advocates, white. Every Prison Governor, white. And not just justice.
The Chief Medical Officer, white. The Chief Nursing Officer, white. The Chief Veterinary Officer, white. The Chief Social Work Advisor, white. Almost every trade union in this country headed by people who are white. In the Scottish Government, every Director General is white. Every chair of every public body is white.
White, 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 white.
We forget, this is the same guy who wanted to prosecute people for the content of their private conversations if they were deemed to have caused offence. This is the same government that floated proposals to punish parents who refuse to accept their children identifying as transgender with up to 7 years in jail. Even lefty comedians like Al Murray have opposed the new hate speech law because they think it'll be applied to their public comedy routines. Of course it won't. They've got absolutely nothing to worry about. It'll be selectively enforced, not against their safe, stale, laborious Edinburgh fringe shows, bashing gammon, Brexit or whatever the shit-lib enemy du jour is, but against ordinary people for daring to ask questions about why their local army base or housing accommodation is being turned into a giant migrant camp, against people who can't rely on a celebrity platform to defend themselves when they get prison time for sharing spicy memes in the chat group, against those who will receive zero press attention, but will find themselves banged up for saying things like diversity isn't our greatest strength. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.